Maya, why do you think a candle that costs $8 to make can sell for 40 and people don't even blink?
Ooh, okay, that's a loaded question this early in the morning.
I'm serious. It's not really about the candle, it's about something happening in our brains.
All right, well, before we get too deep into brain stuff, welcome back everyone to Joobira Zone. Today we're going somewhere a little different. We're talking about the psychology of spending.
Basically, why we buy what we buy and how much of it actually has nothing to do with logic.
This is going to be uncomfortable for me, I can already tell.
Same. Okay, so let's start with that candle example. Why do you think people pay so much more than something's actually worth?
Honestly, I think it's about the story around it. Like, if it's just a candle, it's boring. But if it's a hand-poured, small batch candle with notes of sandalwood and rain, suddenly it feels special.
The story sells it, not the wax.
Exactly. We're not really buying the object, we're buying the feeling the story gives us.
That's such a good point. I read somewhere that our brains actually respond to price itself as a signal of quality. Like if something costs more, we assume it must be better even before we've tried it.
Wait, so the price tag itself can trick us?
Basically, yeah. There was actually a wine study where people rated the exact same wine higher when they were told it was expensive versus when they were told it was cheap.
The exact same wine?
Same bottle, same liquid, just a different price tag attached. And their brains, according to the researchers, literally showed more pleasure activity when they thought it cost more.
That's kind of terrifying, honestly. Our own brains are lying to us about quality based on a number.
Right, it's not even a conscious decision, it's happening below the surface.
Okay, that explains so much about why fancy packaging works so well. Like, if a product just looks premium, we assume it is premium.
Exactly. Packaging is basically a psychological shortcut. Companies know we're judging books by their covers, so they make really good covers.
Okay, switching gears a little, what about the whole limited time only thing? Why does that work so well on people?
Oh, that's scarcity. Our brains are wired to want things more when we think we might lose access to them.
It's so effective, though. Like, I don't even want something until I see only 3 left in stock, and suddenly I need it.
That's the scarcity trigger working exactly as designed. It taps into this old survival instinct, like if resources are limited, grab it now before it's gone.
So basically, our brains still think we're hunting and gathering, except now it's a flash sale on a phone case.
Pretty much, yeah. Our ancient brain hasn't caught up with online shopping.
That's such a funny way to put it, but it's so true. Okay, here's one that gets me every time. Free shipping thresholds, like spend $20 more to get free shipping.
Oh, that one's brutal. Have you ever actually fallen for that?
Constantly, I'll be buying one thing for $15, see that I need $5 more for free shipping, and somehow end up adding $25 of stuff just to save on a $5 shipping fee.
That math makes no sense, but it works every single time.
It really shouldn't work, and yet,
I think that's because our brains hate the feeling of losing to a fee more than they care about actually spending less overall.
that's such a good way to explain it. It's not really about saving money, it's about avoiding the feeling of being charged extra.
Exactly. The emotion drives the decision, not the actual math.
Okay, let's talk about something else. The whole buy now, pay later trend. What do you think that's doing to people's spending psychology?
Honestly, I think it's one of the sneakier ones because it separates the good feeling of buying from the bad feeling of paying.
Explain that a bit more.
So normally when you pay for something, there's a little pain, right? Handing over money, watching your balance go down, that pain is actually useful because it makes you think twice next time.
Right, the pain is a natural break.
Exactly. But with buy now, pay later, you get all the pleasure of owning the thing immediately, and the pain gets pushed weeks or months into the future, split into small pieces.
So your brain basically thinks it's getting something for free even though it's not.
Pretty much, yeah. And by the time the payments actually hit, you've kind of mentally disconnected them from the purchase itself.
That's honestly a little scary when you think about how many people are doing that for pretty small purchases now, not just big stuff.
Yeah, it used to be for things like furniture or electronics, and now it's showing up for like a $40 shirt.
Which is wild because that shirt doesn't need 4 payments.
It really doesn't. Okay, here's a question for you. Do you think emotional spending is more about bad moods or good moods?
Ooh, I actually think it's both, just in different ways. Like when I'm stressed, I buy stuff to comfort myself.
Retail therapy.
Exactly, that classic phrase exists for a reason. But honestly, I also spend more when I'm really happy, like celebrating something.
That's interesting. So both extremes trigger spending just for different emotional reasons.
Right, it's less about the mood itself and more about needing an outlet for a strong feeling, whatever that feeling is.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I think for me, it's specifically boredom. Like if I'm sitting around with nothing to do, I somehow end up browsing online shops.
The scroll and buy combo.
Exactly. It's not even that I want anything specific, my thumb just starts scrolling and suddenly I'm looking at things I didn't even know existed an hour ago.
That's such a modern problem, too, honestly. Our grandparents didn't have an entire store in their pocket at 2 a.m.
That's such a good point. Boredom spending probably wasn't even a real thing before smartphones, not at this scale anyway.
Right, you'd have to actually get up, get dressed, drive somewhere. That's a lot of friction compared to just tapping a screen.
Friction is actually such an important word here. The less friction there is, the less our brain has time to think it through.
Oh, that's exactly why one-click ordering is so dangerous. There's no pause point at all.
None. The old way you had to go to a store, physically pick something up, stand in line, and over cash, every one of those steps was a chance to change your mind.
And now it's just one tap and it's already ordered before your brain even catches up.
Exactly, which is why I actually removed my saved card info from most shopping apps.
Wait, really? On purpose?
On purpose, yeah. Now if I want to buy something, I have to actually get up, find my card, and type in the numbers manually.
That's such a smart trick, honestly, adding friction back on purpose.
It sounds so small, but that 30 seconds of typing numbers is often enough time for me to think, wait, do I actually want this?
I might actually steal that idea. Okay, here's another one. What do you think about the whole treat culture thing online? Like, you deserve this as a reason to buy something.
Oh, that phrase is everywhere now. Self-care, you deserve it. It's basically become marketing language.
It really has. And I don't think self care is bad at all, but I think it's gotten twisted into meaning spend money specifically.
Right, like self-care used to mean rest or a walk or calling a friend. Now it's become almost synonymous with buying something.
And companies definitely noticed that shift and leaned into it hard.
Of course they did, because you deserve this is such a powerful phrase. It bypasses logic completely and goes straight for your emotions.
It's basically permission giving language, like it removes the guilt before you even feel it.
That's such a good way to describe it. Permission-giving language. I love that.
Okay, so with all this psychology working against us, do you think there's actually any way to fight back, or are we all just doomed to be manipulated forever?
I don't think we're doomed, but I do think awareness is honestly most of the battle.
How so?
Like, once you know that scarcity language is designed to rush you, you can actually pause and ask, wait, is this really running out or is that just a marketing trick?
Right, just knowing the trick exists takes away some of its power.
Exactly. It's the same reason people study magic tricks. Once you know how it's done, it doesn't fool you the same way anymore.
That's such a great comparison, actually. Marketing really is just a magic trick for your wallet.
I'm stealing that line. That's going in the title.
Please do. Okay, one more thing I want to bring up. Do you think knowing about all this psychology stuff has actually changed how you shop? Or is it more like you know it, but you still fall for it sometimes?
Honestly, both. I definitely shop smarter than I used to, but I'm not immune. Like, I still get pulled in by a really good sale sometimes.
I think that's honest, though. Nobody's fully immune to this stuff. Marketers spend a ton of money and research specifically to bypass our logic.
Right, it's not really a fair fight. It's not like we're lazy or weak-willed. We're up against literal teams of psychologists and researchers.
That's such an important point, actually, because I think a lot of people feel guilty about impulse spending, like it's a personal failure.
When really, it's more like the system is specifically built to trigger that exact response.
Right, so giving yourself a little grace matters here, too. It's not just about willpower, it's about understanding the game being played.
I like that a lot. Understanding the game instead of just blaming yourself for losing occasionally.
Right, and once you understand the rules a bit better, you start winning more often, even if not every single time.
Well said. All right, I think that's a great place to wrap up today's episode. This one got surprisingly deep.
It really did, but honestly, I think everyone can relate to at least one of these tricks we talked about.
For sure. So here's a question for everyone listening. Which spending trick gets you the most? The free shipping threshold, the you deserve this language, scarcity, boredom scrolling? Tell us honestly.
Drop it in the comments. No judgment at all, because clearly none of us are fully immune to this stuff.
If this episode made you think twice about your next purchase, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and share it with someone who definitely falls for the only 3 left in stock trick every single time.
They know exactly who they are.
They really do. All right, everyone, that's it for this episode of Joobira Zone.
Next time you're about to buy something, just pause for 10 seconds and ask yourself why. You might be surprised by the answer.
Great advice. We'll catch you all in the next one.